Do you know what a VA diagnostic code is? Do you know how to read it? Do you know how to apply it when you're filing your VA claim and how to explain it when you go to your VA compensation and pension exam? In today's video, I'm going to break it down for you, and it is a game changer and something you should know as you're going through the VA disability compensation claims process, so stick around. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dwayne Kimball, owner and founder of KMD89 VA Claims Consulting, United States Army veteran and retired VA rating specialist. In today's video, I am going to explain to you what a VA diagnostic code is, how to read it, and how you can use it to benefit you to be successful on your VA claim, okay? A lot of veterans don't know what this is, and trust me, it is a game changer. But before we get into today's video, make sure you go out to Amazon and pick up my new book, VA Claim Success, Your Guide to Maximizing Your VA Compensation Benefits. Now, if you want a signed copy, go to my website and purchase it through my website, and I'll sign it and send it to you, okay? So make sure you can go to Amazon or my website. Again, if you want a signed copy, go to my website and I'll send you a book with my signature, okay? So today's video, what is a VA diagnostic code, okay? So in the VA rating schedule, where they have all the diagnoses for the conditions that you can get service connected for, the diagnoses are identified by a 4-digit number. For example, migraines, 8100. PTSD, 9411. Almost forgot that one, okay? Right knee, left knee, flexion extension, 5260, 5261, okay? So when you go to the VA's rating scheduler and you look up this diagnostic code, it'll give you the criteria for the 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50%. For those different conditions, okay? Now, why is this a game changer? Because if you file a claim, a new claim, secondary, a claim for increase, you want to know, you already know the condition that you're claiming. Now you have to find out what is the criteria for the different percentages for that diagnosis, okay? In my training that I do, talk about diagnostic codes. In the book, I talk about diagnostic codes. But some veterans, they still don't get it, okay? So I have one slide that I'm going to share with you. I'm going to cover a diagnostic codes, well, actually, it's multiple diagnostic codes for these two conditions, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. Here in this slide, you can see this is for the spine. General rating formula for diseases of injuries of the spine. So this is for the neck and the back. Make no mistake, they will not break the back up into upper, mid, or lower back. Thoracolumbar spine, that is the entire back, okay? The neck is a separate joint, okay? Now, it states for diagnostic codes 5235 to 5243, use this criteria, okay? Now, when you look at those different diagnostic codes, there's different diagnoses for each one. So the most common one for a neck and back strain is 5237. Now, I did another video where I talk about the difference between rating decision and rating code sheet. On that rating code sheet, if you are service connected, it'll have all these diagnostic codes. It'll have the diagnosis, the percentage, and effective date. Okay, so what we're talking about is the diagnostic code. Now, how do you read the diagnostic code? Okay, so here, let's just start with at the top, 40. Well, we'll start at the bottom, 10%. What I have highlighted in red is for the thoracolumbar spine, the back, to include upper, mid, and lower. What I have highlighted in blue is for the neck. Okay, so let's just take the 10%. Forward flexion of the thoracolumbar spine greater than 60 degrees, but not greater than 85 degrees. For the neck, it says forward flexion of the cervical spine greater than 30 degrees, but not greater than 40 degrees, okay? I have another video on my YouTube channel where I explain how they measure range of motion. So I'll link 2 videos to the end of this one. The video on how they measure range of motion and the video about the difference between a rating decision and a rating code sheet, because on the code sheet you'll see the diagnostic codes, okay? Now, going to the 20%. Forward flexion of the thoracolumbar spine greater than 30 degrees, but not greater than 60 degrees. Cervical, forward flexion of the cervical spine greater than 15 degrees, but not greater than 30 degrees. Now we get up to the 40%. 30% for the neck. Forward flexion of the cervical spine, 15 degrees or less. Now, the items, the information that's in black, I'll leave it up there so you can read it, but it's basically saying combined range of motion. They're gonna have you do several different range of motions. And if they all combine up to a certain degree, then you also can be awarded 10, 30, or 40%, okay? Now, for the 40%, for the back, forward flexion of the thoracolumbar spine, 30 degrees or less. Now, what I want to point out in that, it says 30 degrees or less. So it's 30, 29, 28, 27, 26. Now let's go back to the 20%. It says forward flexion of the thoracolumbar spine greater than 30%. I'm sorry, not 30%, greater than 30 degrees. So what they mean, they don't mean 30. You have to start count at 31, 32, 33, all the way up to 60. Okay? Again, for the 40%, 30 degrees or less. You could be at 30. For the forward flexion for the back, get 40%. If it's at 31, it's 20%, and it states greater than 30. Okay? Now, down at the bottom it says note. Evaluate any associated objective neurologic abnormalities, including but not limited to bowel or bladder impairment separately. So what they mean by that, one of the common complications of a back strain is lower extremity peripheral neuropathy, also known as radiculopathy of the sciatic and femoral nerve. So if the examiner states that you have radiculopathy on the back DBQ, and they give you a diagnosis and they fill out the section for the radiculopathy, the rater can grant the sciatic or femoral nerve without a nexus statement. I have a video on my channel where I'm talking about the same thing, you know, secondary conditions that you don't need a nexus for, okay? But that's for another day. But I just wanted to point out, this is the diagnostic code criteria for diagnostic codes, what? 5235 to 5243. Okay, I hope I didn't confuse you with that information, but I just wanted to give you a sample of a diagnostic code, diagnostic codes and the diagnostic code criteria for the neck and the back. Now, think about this. You can apply this to any diagnosis or condition that you're claiming. And where it becomes a game changer, when you find out the diagnostic code for the condition that you're claiming, it doesn't mean you might be service-connected for it unless it's straightforward like PTSD or mental conditions or migraines or sleep apnea. Those are direct, okay? So let's just take migraines, for example. Diagnostic code 8100. If you feel you fall under the 30% criteria for migraines, before you get to that CMP exam, you already know that. So you're not going into that CMP exam talking about 0 and 10% for migraines. You're talking about the diagnostic code criteria for migraines for the 30% if you feel you meet that criteria. Or if you feel you meet the 50%. You're not going into that exam talking about the 30, 10, or 0%. Write it down on a 3x5 card. But for whatever condition, you need to go to the VA's rating scheduler, find that diagnostic code for the condition you're claiming, and get familiar with it. Because that's how you reasonably articulate your symptomology for what you're claiming on that C&P exam. Okay? So, again, make sure you go out, purchase my book, VA Claim Success. If you want a signed copy, purchase the book through my website. If not, you can get it on Amazon as well. And as always, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and don't forget to share this video with your fellow veteran. Thank you.